How do I pretend that I have actually...
Yeah, it's a tough sentence construction, and I do not blame you for just racing right in there.
How do I pretend that I have seen Love Actually? My friends keep making references to it, but I'm just not interested in watching it. That's from Saving Time in Seattle.
This is a question I very much relate to because I, too, have not seen Love Actually.
Wait.
That is not true.
That's impossible.
It is true. It is absolutely
That's
true.
impossible.
Okay. Well, okay, no, let's okay. A bunch of established British actors play gentlemen who have a series of love affairs with their employees.
Huh.
And you don't really realize that until about your 15th watch or so, when you go, damn, this is all bosses and employees, and they're kissing, and everyone's like, yeah.
And Rick Grimes is in it, right?
Yeah, Rick Grimes has got a different...
This is a different thing. He's not a boss, but he is like...
He holds up a sign.
He plays.
So you have seen it? Okay,
I have not seen it, Justin. Everyone knows that in Love Actually, like you could live on the moon.
I just find it hard to believe there's no parts that you have not osmosed at this point. Have you not seen it as an intentional thing, or
it's never come up. People will be like, "Oh, you got to watch," and I'll be like, "Okay," and then like I just don't. It's not like I'm actively avoiding it. It's never happened.
Except for, I talked about it a little bit on Twitter. And I think the thing is, my thing on Love Actually right now is that except for all the parts that are bad, it's pretty good.
Okay. Sure. Well, a ringing endorsement. I'm running out of the booth now to go watch.
That's everything.
As you would expect.
That's me, right? I mean, that's me as a human.
Absolutely.
Except for all the bad parts.
I'll give you a guarantee, Trav. Bill Nye, he fucking rips.
He does.
Well, yeah, he always does. But I could watch him in 2 Pirates of the Caribbean
movies. But it was
movies.
the first thing he's ever been in for America.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been in stuff where you're like, who's this fucking clown?
Right.
But at the end of this movie, you're like, this dude rips.
Like every other thing he's ever been in probably is like, it's me, Parishioner John, and I'm a detective, right? No. And it's like 7-part miniseries on BBC, and I'm Parish John, and I'm a parishioner, and also a detective.
God, I'd watch that.
But this one is like, I'm a rock and roll, washed out dude, and I fucking rip, and I'm so funny. And my storyline is virtually unproblematic. It is still problematic.
Except for the fat shaming, it is virtually...
enormous amount of fat shaming, but by Love Actually standards, baby, that's pretty good.
Is Hugh Grant in it? I feel like Hugh Grant is in it.
Oh, yeah, Hugh's in it. He's doing his thing.
How problematic is his storyline?
Oh, well, baby.
Trav, I'll tell you, bud, President Billy Bob Thornton comes to visit his place because he's the prime minister, but he... as far as I can tell, touches the shoulder of an employee that Hugh Grant has his eye on. So he basically declares war on America.
It's so not far off. Travis in the movie Love Actually, which is good except for the bad parts. He falls in love with an employee, and then the president touches her shoulder and he fires her and tells America to fuck off. And then he fires her, but luckily she writes him a note and apologizes.
It's so dope. And it's so fucking tight because then, like, the next 5 scenes are people partying because the prime minister just said to America, "We're not fucking friends anymore because you tried to Mr. Steal my girl."
Okay. Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton is indeed the president of America, which, like...
not that far off now.
Yeah, I mean, basically.
And,
it's so cool.
And correct me if I'm wrong, in the Rick Grimes storyline, he holds up the signs to tell a friend's wife that he's in love with her. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So you have seen it.
I have not seen it, Justin.
Okay.
So how problematic is that one?
Pretty... I mean, I don't know. That was just weird, man. Yeah. Love Actually, more like pretty weird stuff, man. It's another good name for the movie. Oh, geez. There's also, it opens with just a pretty choice 9/11 reference, and then it also ends with us celebrating a huge breach of airport security protocols. And you're supposed to be like, yeah, breach those airport security protocols for the name of love. But also, oh, you did the time period. Not great for this. Yeah, it's a trip. Not a good flick, but it's a lot of fun except for the bad stuff.
That feels like a lot of usable stuff for the question asker to reference.
Yes, absolutely. That literally, I can't think of another thing you need to know.
Is there anyone else in it of note?
Everyone is in it of note, Travis.
Okay.
Oh man, Mr. Bean's in it. He
What?
has a real great. Yeah, he's got a super funny bit. He's got two actually super funny bits. Laura Linney is in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is not funny anymore.
No, you're just listening to things that happen. But like, I feel like, can I say something? Yeah. Holistically speaking, we have answered the question.
Absolutely.
Because now assuming you listen to, the answer is listen to this episode of My Brother and Me, and then you'll come away with it like pretty much getting it.
Yeah. This podcast within a podcast that I'm calling Love Actually.
There's some porn people.
What?
There's
some body doubles for sex. Naked.
A lot of nudes.
Body doubles. The Hobbit
There's
is
a lot
naked.
of nudity in
The Hobbit is naked in it, and Laura Linney is naked in it, and other people are naked in it. It's like surprisingly like.
Now, Elijah Wood Hobbit or that other guy?
No,
Watson.
Fucking Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Not Morgan Freeman. Martin Freeman.
No.
I said it wrong. Okay.
Morgan Freeman and Martin Freeman make love as body doubles.
Morgan Freeman as the Hobbit.
And make a baby named Morgan Freeman.
Okay, so can I do a Yahoo?
I'd love that.
This is our son, Morgan. And we love him very much. We're proud of him, even though he's never accomplished
This one was sent in by Brian. Brian sent this in. It's from Yahoo Answers user More.
Never will. He's the worst 7-year-old on the planet.
I'm extremely proud of my son that I dislike, Morgan.
I'm proud of him, even though he's disappointed me.
I'm sorry that I have also wanted to say it's very rude of me, Martin Freeman, that for a while there, I took all the parts from everybody and didn't leave any. That guy.
We were so close to moving on, by the way. We were so close.
What?
I was trying to power through.
I just wanted to say Martin Freeman treated himself to being that guy on The Office. Then he dipped into Love Actually and got his snoot wet over there. Yeah. And then he's like, I'll just go ahead and be Bilbo. Yeah. And then he's like, let me real quick just nab Arthur Dent real quick because nobody can think of other people like me. And I'm just going to get Arthur Dent real quick. And then I would just love to star in Fargo and go ahead and slide me into, Sherlock, iconic role of Dr. John Watson. Yeah, might as well like grab that up too. Let me just see how many of these parts I can fit in my mouth.
Well, so now it's obvious why Morgan can't live up to that.
It's so hard.
Poor Morgan Freeman.
And that's just more stuff you can use when somebody's like, you seen Love Actually? And you can be like, you mean the one with the dude from Fargo and Sherlock and the Hobbit and
with a disappointing son?
With a disappointing son? I heard he just joined the soccer team. We'll see how long that lasts.